This is the X Sports Network.
Back here, the final game of the area middle school boys tournament. Be Summertown, the Eagles taking on the Tigers of New Prospect. AJ Good joined by Adam Lindsay here for the final game of this tournament. The winner of this will take on the Mount Pleasant Mount Pleasant after they edged Santa Fe earlier, 39-36. That game will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. The loser face off with Santa Fe at 6 o'clock tomorrow night right here at Ethridge. And Adam, what should we expect of the Summertown team coming into this game?
I'll just go ahead and tell you, AJ, they've played some of their best basketball over the last few weeks. They're starting to come together. Defensively is where they're really starting to excel. They get a lot of their fast-paced team, so they get a lot of points off their defense. They've got a lot of guys that can really shoot the basketball and penetrate. The postmen are playing well right now. It's a team you can just see starting to grow, not just as a team, but individually. These kids, you can see them getting better. So if you're a Summertown fan, you've got to be excited with this group. They've definitely made some strides.
So a Summertown team that's got a bunch of guys that can shoot, force turnovers, and get a lot of points over those. It sounds very familiar.
Yes.
From what we see on a daily basis at the high school level.
Well, and I'll tell you, I've talked to people, and I've talked to Coach Long some too, about this group. This group here is tailor-made for his style. And they're great kids, very easy to coach. I've coached most of them myself. They match his style to perfection. So he's got to be excited about this young group right here coming up here in the next few years.
We got some clock issues once again. Take a look at the starting lineups for Summertown. Ryder Blackwood, John Colby Stanley, Jack Hallmark, Mason Bryan, and Max Dillard. On the other side for the Tigers will be Schuler Webb, I'm going to say it's Schuler Webb.
Yeah.
Haven't had the best luck with names here tonight. Case Chapman, Cam Andrews, Zayden Mitchell, and Tucker Jones as we try to get the issues sorted out. So, had 3 of the 4 games, Adam, where the clock is just not really working out in their favor here. It's kind of going off and on. It's almost like it's got a short or something in the wire. Once they get it going, though, it pretty much goes for the entire game. Winner to take on Mount Pleasant, who had to hang on late. Santa Fe threw up a shot at the buzzer to tie it and couldn't knock it down, as the clock issues are kind of been a factor. One of the games, I believe, was the first one we weren't able to really get off in time due to clock issues, and a couple of these have had a lot of fouls, especially late in the game, and now we're having more clock issues. You either got 2 options, Adam. You either unplug it, let it sit for a minute, replug it in, or go old-fashioned and just beat the snot out of it.
Well, and of course, in football, in high school football, there's been times, with clock issues, I've seen officials keep the clock on the field.
Yeah.
You can't do that in basketball.
No. I've seen it one time in a high school game. They kept the clock at the scoreless table. They literally brought out one of those, like that you see in an AAU tournament.
Yep.
Brought that out. I've seen it a couple times in a college game for the shot clock, where the scorer's table keeps it, and the announcer has to go 25, 15, 10, 9 on down the road.
I've never seen that before.
I've
really.
seen it twice.
That's interesting.
Most infamous was a West Virginia Marshall game, and a famous WVU guy, Owen Schmidt, was walking in the Charleston Coliseum and tripped over the cord.
And he played for West Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah.
A very good player.
Yeah, very good player.
Yep.
And He was having some fun, I will say, that night in Charleston and tripped over the cord, so they had to keep it on the clock at the scorer's table. As New Prospect will tip it out to Summertown. We'll start off with the ball. Ryder Blackwood hit with it here to the Eagles, over to Bryant. Now to Hallmark, to Blackwood. Driving the baseline, shot no by Stanley, and then kicks it out here to Blackwood. Gets it now to Hallmark. He'll drive, shot up, no. He's fouled though, and he'll go to the line here. This will go on the Tigers' Webb.
The last few games too, A.J. Hallmark has made it a priority of getting to the goal early. It helps with confidence on him, and he's so good slashing, finding creases in defenses. He's going to be a trouble for a lot of teams when they play.
He knocks down both free throws, and Summertown out to a quick 2-0 lead. Press put on by the Eagles. Chapman with it. And this one's now lobbed out of the reach and then intercepted here by Bryant. Coming the other way, Dillard's going to kick out here to Hallmark for three. No, but an offensive rebound here by Bryant. And then a travel called against Summertown. And go back the other way for New Prospect. Tucker Jones will take it out of bounds here for the Tigers. And gets it in here to Chapman. Excuse me, that's Andrews. Andrews, this one is stolen away by Summertown. It's Hallmark. Second turnover by New Prospect. Then Summertown turns it over. Coming the other way, Chapman layup off the glass and in. Tied up at 2. Press put on by New Prospect. Coming the other way is Dillard. Dillard tries to hand it off to Bryant. And this one, just trading turnovers here. And eventually coming up with it is New Prospect and knocked out of bounds by Summertown. And we'll go to New Prospect.
One thing Summertown has had an issue with, AJ, they play so fast defensively and offensively. Sometimes they play a little too fast as far as handling the basketball. That's something that with age will definitely get better, but they've got to put an emphasis on that for sure.
Jones takes it out of bounds, lobs it into Andrews. And now coming the other way, and they just overthrow their intended receiver there. Zayden Mitchell. Fourth turnover here by the Tigers. Summertown will take it out of bounds. It'll be Bryant right in front of his bench. And gets this one into Bryant. Mason Bryant, that is. Actually, it's Ryder Blackwood. I'm struggling here, and then that one's lost out of bounds. We'll go to New Prospect. Each side now with 4 turnovers. Just a minute, 27 into the game. Bounce pass into Andrews, and the Tigers will walk it across the timeline. Man-to-man put on by Summertown. It's Webb with it, back out to Andrews. Andrews dribbles to his right, now to Chapman. Chapman now hands it over here to Webb. Webb calls out the play, skip pass to Andrews. Tries to throw it down low here to Mitchell. Now a nice pass here on the other side, off the glass and in is Webb. New Prospect takes the lead at 4-2. Coming the other way for Summertown. Hallmark, Euro step up, no, but he's fouled. We go to the line here to shoot 2.
New Prospect's done a really good job, AJ, at finding open players against that defense. And they've got some really good shots. I think they've kind of surprised Summertown early on right here.
Fouls on Webb, I believe that's his second. First free throw here from Hallmark on its way. Couple subs coming in here for the Tigers. Will be Jackson Violent. And can't tell who the other one is as Hallmark misses the other one. Jones comes up with the rebound. Now coming the other way. And it's going to be a jump ball. And this will stay with New Prospect. Hallmark now with all 3 points for Summertown. Chapman takes it out of bounds and gets this one into Violent. Violent here to Andrews. Andrews loses that one into the hands of Hallmark. 5th turnover against New Prospect. Blackwood with it. Bounce pass over to Hallmark. Swings it over to Bryant. Bryant over to Blackwood in the corner. He'll try a 3. Knocks it down. his first points, and Summertown takes the lead at 6-4. Chapman picks up his dribble. That one's intercepted by Blackwood. Blackwood the other way, right-handed layup, no. Offensive rebound, won by Dillard. His shot is up, no.
A lot of contact in there, AJ.
A ton. The refs have kind of been letting him play the whole time. Andrews here to Violent. He'll try a three. No. Rebound came up with by Stanley. Hands it over here to Bryan. He comes the other way. Andrews had a lot of leg on that one. Here comes Hallmark. Tough layup, left-handed off the glass and in.
Summertown's hurting New Prospect right now with turnovers. Summertown's very aggressive on defense and getting those hands out. It's causing them trouble. They've got to protect the ball a little better.
Chapman throws it in the paint. And this one's going to be intercepted by Blackwood. 7 turnover by the Tigers. Blackwood pulls up. They throw it in the paint here to Dillard. Feeds it down low to Stanley. That one's off and in. Stanley gets his first point. Summertown out to a 10-4 lead. 2:20 remaining in the quarter. Now New Prospect's going to call a timeout here. I believe it will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the Exports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in the first quarter, the other boys semifinal. Summertown leading New Prospect 10-4. Andrews with it for the Tigers. Over to Violet. Violet picks up his, it's Violet with it now in the corner. He would drive, now kick out to Chapman. Chapman would try a three. Back iron. And off the top of the backboard will go to Summertown. Press pin on here by the Tigers. This one's in now to... that shot is off. No. Rebound Andrews coming the other way. Andrews on past to Chapman. I thought that was coming right in our grill there. Chapman got it though. Andrews with it. Andrews here to Violet. Violet now. Gets here to Chapman. Mid-range jumper. Knocks it down. He's got 4 points. It's a 10-6 Summertown lead. With it now is Hallmark. Gets it over to Blackwood. Blackwood gets it across the timeline. Now over to Bryant. Bryant, skip pass over to Blackwood. Throws it down low to Stanley. And they say Stanley walked. Be the 5th turnover against Summertown.
Not many teams have pressed Summertown this year, AJ, mainly because they have so many ball handlers and are so quick. I think it's kind of shocked Summertown here and kind of forcing some turnovers. I'm not sure if they were really prepared for this.
Chapman with it, and he will be fouled here. That foul will go against Max Dillard, his first, team's first. Minute 14 left here in the first. Summertown leading it 10-6. Winner will face Mount Pleasant tomorrow night at this same time. Loser will get Santa Fe at 6 o'clock. Webb, checked back in. Calls out the play. It's Andrews with it. Has it in the corner. Now out to Webb. And Webb throws that to the cheerleaders. Good effort there by the Tiger to save her from going out of bounds, but he can't. Now 8 turnovers by New Prospect. Jones now will check back into the game. So the original starting lineup in for the Tigers. Blackwood taking it out. Summertown hasn't subbed yet in the game. Blackwood now ahead here to Hallmark. Feeds to Dillard. He misses. And an offensive rebound. Now back to Dillard. That one's up and in. His first points as Summertown takes a 12-6 lead. Webb struggling with it. Now over to Chapman. Chapman dribbles out. Now back to Webb. Webb. Now over to Chapman. Chapman throws it down low here to Jones. Jones will get fouled. And might have 2 free throws coming up. Don't know who that was on.
I believe that was on Stanley. Number 14.
Yeah, we got the new prospect cheerleader standing in front of us as Jones misses the first free throw. So kind of hard. It's been hard from our angle here to tell who gets fouled.
I'm having to look around them every once in a while to kind of see. So
next free throw from Jones. Can't get that one to go. And it's going to be Hallmark coming up with the rebound. Now Blackwood the other way. Right in, a layup off the glass and in. Blackwood with 5. It's a 14-6 lead. 15 seconds left in the first. Chapman steps up for 3. Nothing but net. I mean, the net barely moved on that three-point attempt as now Hallmark coming the other way. Bounce pass to Stanley. Fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Jones, and that will end the first quarter. After 6 minutes of play, Summertown leads this one 14-9. Now the start of the second quarter when we return on the X Sports Network.
Introducing Cloud9 Fiber to Lawrenceburg. We take great pride in being the only locally owned and operated internet company within Lawrenceburg and Lawrence County. We're now offering up to gigabit services with plans starting at $50 per month. Surf the internet with blazing fast speeds and reliability, all while keeping your investment within Lawrence County. For more information, visit cloud9fiber.com to request for us to build your area next.
What really matters during the ball game, you do realize that some of the qualities that coaches try to get from their players is the same that God is trying to get from his children. In 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58, therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Do your best, give your best, work your hardest, leave it all out there. That is the goal of the Christian life. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Okay, I appreciate it. Back here at the start of the second quarter, Summertown leading at 14-9. Dillard loses that one, regains possession, now kicks to Blackwood. Corner 3, knocks it down.
that's 2 for 2 for Blackwood from 3.
He's got 8 points. It's an 8-point lead. Summertown has hit a pair of three-pointers, both from Blackwood. Chapman with it here for the Tigers. Bounce pass into Jones. And gets that one stolen away by Hallmark. 9th turnover, Hallmark the other way. Layup up and in. Summertown now has 9 points off of 9 new prospect turnovers. 10-point lead. Andrews gets it into Jones. Jones bounce pass into Dillard. He'll be fouled. It's be Landon Holt. Will pick up the foul.
I'll tell you who's really hurt Summertown so far. It's been Chapman. So far this game, they're going to have to put more of an emphasis. I think if you're Summertown, you're just going to really see, what else new prospect can do offensively if they got somebody else, because Chapman's really hurting them.
With the ball now is Webb. Webb, a long pass here to Chapman. Chapman gets it in the Webb, somehow in the paint, fight for the ball, and coming up with it is Holt. Now coming the other way, Dillard, bounce pass to Blackwood, no offensive rebound, Dillard. And they say he stepped out of bounds as each side just trades turnovers there. 4:48 remaining. Now coming into the game for his first action, Hayden Lindsay. And he'll come in for Mason Bryant. I think number 42, might be Brody Mitchell, but I'll check here at halftime. Bounce pass here to Chapman. Chapman drives, he'll kick out to Andrews. Blocked by Blackwood, and will stay with the Tigers. Summertown has been very active with their hands here so far, Adam.
They're very quick with their hands, AJ. They're really quick defensively. They do a lot of really things well, sometimes actually too over-aggressive, which hurts them, but they play really hard, for sure.
Andrews with it, now over to Webb. Webb dribbles. Now the Andrews here in the corner, now back to Webb. Webb drives, gets a screen, picks up his dribble, bounce pass over to Andrews in the corner. Andrews out the Webb. Webb will kick it out here to Chapman. Chapman throws this one into Mitchell. Nice take here by Andrews, almost gets to go. Rebound, that one is up and in. New prospect cuts the lead here to 19-11. Hallmark with it for Summertown, coming quickly the other way. drives, runner up and in.
It's a great decision right there. Didn't have much to go to the basket. Pull up, shoot over the big guy. It's
And
a great
don't
decision.
go in full speed. Nice little
Exactly.
drop step and up. 21-11. Hallmark now has 11. Andrews with it, now out the Webb. Webb dribbles here at the top of the key. Now gives it to Chapman. Chapman picks up his dribble, throws it here to Mitchell. Mitchell gets his pass intercepted by Hallmark and now gets it out to Blackwood. 11 turnovers now by New Prospect. Blackwood coming quickly the other way. Picks up his dribble. Now over to Dillard. Dillard shot blocked. And now coming the other way with his New Prospect. And then losing that one straight into the hands of Holt. Holt, pass to Blackwood, shot up, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And Dillard comes up with it.
AJ, it just seems like there, and I'm not an official by no means, but it just seems like there is a ton of contact, and it's not just against one or both teams.
Now we'll go against Zayden Mitchell. Stanley will check back in for Summertown. Check it out will be Max Dillard. Whole host of subs coming in here for New Prospect. We'll try to get those shortly.
Prospect's
Hallmark
got to
with
be
it.
aware of the corner.
That was Hayden Lindsay with it. Drives into the paint. Now kicks out to Hallmark. He'll drive. Dishes to Holt. That one's off the glass and in. Holt with his first points of the game. Summertown now leads it, their largest of the game, by 12. Chapman with it. And Lindsay with active hands. This one here will come to Sawyer Luttrell. Violet. Now to Chapman. And then Chapman gets called for the double dribble. 13th turnover by New Prospect.
One thing about Lindsay, I will have to say, heaven forbid he is my own, but he is quick as lightning. He can really get down and dog you defensively. If he had another 3 foot on him, he'd really be dangerous, but he's got some things he can bring to the table that helps.
Hallmark, runner up, can't get it to go. Rebound Jones. Jones will now hand it here to Luttrell. Now to Chapman, NBA range 3. Barely off the front iron, rebound Stanley. Holt hands it over to Blackwood, 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Bounce pass here to Lindsay. Lindsay now to Blackwood, he'll try a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound. That one's won by Mitchell. And Mitchell falls down, Holt comes up with it, now the Hallmark Stanley. Layup up, can't get it to go. Rebound Violent. Now to Chapman here in the corner, his New Prospect. Minute 50 left here in the half. Now to Violent. And that one's tipped into the hands of Chapman. Chapman now gives it to Luttrell. Luttrell dribbles to his right. Hands over to Violent, now to Chapman. He'll try a 3. Rattles it home. He is in the double figures with 10. He's hit a pair of threes. It's a 9-point Summertown lead. Blackwood over to Hallmark. Hallmark gets that one stolen away by Chapman. Chapman racing the other way and just loses that one off of his shoe tops. 16 turnovers now by New Prospect. Coming into the game for Summertown will be Knox Springer. And checking out will be Ryder Blackwood.
Chapman's, I believe, has hit 3 threes tonight. Lindsay give him way too much room. He's got to understand that. Chapman's a really good ball player, and you can't give him room. He'll make you pay.
Stanley over to Hallmark. Hallmark drives. Tough shot up. Rolls it home. He's in the double figures with 11. It's 11-point Eagle lead. Quickly the other way. Violet. Now to Luttrell. Luttrell to Chapman. Chapman. Now the Violet. And this one's just going to be stolen away, but a foul is going to be called here. It's Mason Bryant. And new subs coming in. Looks like some of the original starters. As Bryant picks up his first foul, team's 4th. Landon Bracey now into the game. Luttrell with it. Bounce pass into Bracey. Now to Jones. Jones trying to muscle his way up. Tough shot. Gets it in. His first points leads down to 9 again. 25 seconds left in the half. Bryant. Now to Hallmark. Hallmark racing the other way. Steps out and gives it over to Lindsay. Now the Hallmark. 3-point attempt. No. As Knox Springer pulled down. Coming the other way, Luttrell. Luttrell, shot at the buzzer. Almost in, and that will end the first half. After 2 quarters of play, Summertown leads at 25-16. Take a short break. We'll have the start of the second half when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's the wall-to-wall clearance sale going on right now at Story & Lee Furniture. Save hundreds of dollars off floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, and even as-is items. We are drastically reducing prices to make room for our 2023 inventory coming in. And with our warehouse completely full, we've got a lot of furniture to sell and are slashing prices to do so. With hundreds of items marked at liquidation prices. And get up to 12 months no interest and free delivery too. It's the Story & Lee Furniture wall-to-wall clearance sale.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southerntandrealty.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Ethridge Middle for the second semifinal between New Prospect and Summertown. Summertown leading it 25-16. Adam, what's been the difference between these two in the first 12 minutes of play?
I think both of them have had some costly turnovers. I think Summertown's probably benefited more from that. Got a lot of points in transitions. Blackwood with 2 big threes. Hallmark with double-digit in points, penetrating, attacking the rim. Those are things that are helping Summertown. The young Chapman kid for a New Prospect is shooting the ball great. He's really kept them hanging around here, down only 9. Summertown actually earlier in the year blew out New Prospect at New Prospect by probably 20 plus, and then a few weeks later they come to Summertown and it's about a 10 to 15 point game. So New Prospect's made some good adjustments. They've improved as the years went along. I mean, they're in this game. They've just got to limit their turnovers and get some stops.
Your Prospects had 16 turnovers. Summertown's gotten 11 points off of those. Summertown with 7 turnovers. The Prospect just 2 points off of those as the officials finally get the memo to come out and start the second half. Summertown with 5 offensive rebounds, 2 second chance points, none and none on the other side for New Prospect. Jack Hallmark leading Summertown in all scores with 11. You have Ryder Blackwood with 8, John Colby Stanley with 2, Max Dillard with 2, and Landon Holt with 2. The other side for New Prospect, Case Chapman with 10, Tucker Jones and Schuler Webb with 2, and Brody Mitchell with 2. Webb will start off with it here for New Prospects as we start the second half. Chapman with it, dribbles to the top of the key, picks up his dribble back to Webb. Webb gets a screen from Mitchell. Now dribbles to the corner. He'll drive the baseline. Tries to pass to Jones. Knocked out of bounds by Stanley. 16 seconds here in the third. Chapman will take it out to the right of the basket. Bounce pass in the Webb. Webb now dribbles to the Ethridge logo, and we get a carry called against Webb.
I believe he intended to hand that ball off, AJ, and his teammate kind of left him, and he kind of got stuck. Just unfortunate in that situation.
They didn't make the eye contact, so he couldn't really hand it off. Stanley with it, throws it inside the Dillard. Dillard, turnaround jumper in the lane. No. Rebound Webb. Webb racing the other way for the Tigers. Pulls up, gets it out to Chapman. Chapman into the paint, picks up his dribble, goes to Webb. Webb, turnaround jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell up, can't get that one to go. Rebound Stanley. Other way with it now is Bryant. Bryant drives. The shot blocked out of bounds by Mitchell and will stay with the Eagles.
New Prospects has some really good looks there, AJ. Just can't get it to go down.
Mitchell here will take it out. Blackwood, to the left of the basket. Bryant now, the black one in the corner for three. Rattles out, no. Rebound Jones. Jones here to Andrews. He'll race the other way. Andrews kicks out the Webb. Webb drives into the paint. Now gets it to Andrews. He'll try a three. Knocks it down. His first points, the lead's down to 6. Now they're going to say that Blackwood was over the line. 8th turnover now by Summertown.
Little mistakes like that kill you, AJ, especially when you're in a 6-point game for sure.
Webb with it on the baseline into the paint. And loses that one. Good block there by Blackwood coming the other way. Hallmark, left-handed layup off the glass and in. He's got 13, leads back out the 8. Webb quickly to Chapman the other way, loses that one. Almost stolen away. Chapman across the timeline over to Andrews. Andrews bounce pass to Jones. Jones up off the glass and in. He's got 4, leads down to 6 again. Stanley back to Blackwood, press put on by New Prospect. Lobs it over to Stanley. Stanley, that one's almost stolen away. We're going to get a foul called against Blackwood.
Summertown's getting in trouble right now, AJ. They're just very careless with the basketball right now. And of course, you've got to credit New Prospect for calling these turnovers. I mean, New Prospect's right back in this thing.
Holt will check in for Blackwood for Summertown. 4 minutes left here in the third. Andrews now to Webb. Webb to Andrews in the corner. Knocked away by Bryant, but Bryant unfortunately had his feet on the timeline, so will stay with the Tigers.
Bryant did a great acting job there. I think he knew he stepped out, but man, he handled it nonchalantly. Good effort there, but just got that foot on the line.
Landon Bracey, he will check in for Webb. Bracey will take it out of bounds. Gets it in to Mitchell. Mitchell bounce pass into Jones. Kicks out to Andrews. He'll try a three. Back iron, no. Rebound, won by Holt coming the other way. And Bryant comes up with it, and they say he stepped out of bounds and will go to New Prospect. I don't know how that ball got to Bryant. It did, and then he lost it out of bounds on the other end. Bracey takes it out, gets it into Andrews. Andrews racing the other way. Bounce pass into Mitchell. Mitchell's going to lose that one off of the shoot tops of Dillard. And will stay with the Tigers. Chapman will take it out to the right of the basket. Bounce pass into Bracey. Bracey jumper up. Knocks it down. His first points. It's a 4-point Eagle lead. Dillard ahead the Hallmark. Hallmark drives. Dishes to Stanley. Shot up and in.
Nice dish there by Hallmark. He didn't really have the layup. It was contested, but he found the open man.
6-point Eagle lead. Andrews across the timeline. Hands over to Chapman at the Ethridge logo. Chapman. Now over to Andrews. Andrews finally gets it to Jones with under 3 minutes left in the third. Jones now to Chapman. Chapman will try a three. Back iron, no. Rebound, won by Bracey. Can't get it to go. Then that rebound's going to come up to Holt. Now the other way, Hallmark. Into the paint. Runner up. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Stanley. That one doesn't go. Then a fight for the rebound. Stanley comes up with it. And a timeout here will go to Summertown. Be a 30-second timeout here for the Eagles. Their first of the game. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app. Available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Back here at Ethridge, Summertown leading New Prospect 29-23 with 2:32 remaining here in the third. Summertown taking it out of bounds. New Prospect kind of thought that, I don't know, maybe just a brain dysfunction as they finally get set up. Hallmark gets it in the Bryant. Bryant spins in the paint. Runner up, banks it in.
Nice move there by Bryant getting into the lane.
His first points. It's an 8-point Eagle lead once again. Webb, who checks back in, hands it over to Chapman. And then this pass is intercepted by Dillard. Dillard. And we're going to get say it's on the floor.
That was a good call, AJ. They're going to get Chapman, I believe, on the block. He wasn't set. He did a great job trying to get back, but just wasn't able to gather himself.
There's the first foul on Chapman, the first foul against New Prospect in the second half. Swing it over to Blackwood, who checks back in, kicks out the Hallmark. Hallmark throws it down low to Stanley, off the glass and in. Stanley's got 6. It's a 10-point Eagle lead. Now New Prospect's going to call a timeout. It will be a full timeout. We will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Rent-Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bombcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent-Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent-Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
And back here at Ethridge, New Prospect trailing Summertown 33-23. Dillard with the interception. Dillard now to Blackwood, who just checked back in and gets it back out to Bryant. Now it's Blackwood from the corner for 3. No, offensive rebound, Dillard. His shot is up and in. He's got 4 points. Summertown now with 4 second chance points. They lead it by 12. Tying their largest of the game, coming the other way. Bounce pass to Mitchell. He's going to go off the glass and in. His first points. It's a 10-point Eagle lead. Blackwood picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Bryant. Long pass to Stanley. Stanley gets a shot blocked, but back in his hands. Now to Hallmark. Runner up. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball that will stay with Summertown. Andrews checks back in. Summertown takes it out of bounds. They get it down low. Nice move to Stanley, up and in. Now the ball was kicked away. This one will. Looks like. Thought for a moment Summertown was going to back off the press. Minute left here in the third. Eagles leading by 12. Andrews now to Chapman. Chapman picks up his dribble, and this one's intercepted here by Dillard. And Dillard loses that one into the hands of Chapman. 10th turnover by the Eagles. Chapman over to Andrews. Andrews racing the other way. Bounce pass. Mitchell. In, and he's fouled. This one will go against Stanley. Pick up his second. Team second. Now Mitchell here with a chance at the M1. Shot on its way, no. Stanley comes up with the rebound. Now the other way, it's Dillard, and he's going to be fouled.
You know, AJ, that's twice in this game that Blackwood has kind of gotten behind the defense off a free throw. I don't know if he's just got lost, but
it's like, because they New Prospect presses too, so it's almost a man-to-man. They push so many guys up, you can hit the deep ball on them. As Dillard will go to the line. First shot rattles home. Clock stops at 33.4 seconds remaining. It's an 11-point Summertown lead. Next free throw. No. Rebound Mitchell. Summertown now 4-6 from the line. Webb with it. Come the other way for the Tigers. Over to Chapman. Thinks about three. Pulls it down. Now to Andrews. Andrews. Skip pass over to Webb. Webb. Now to Chapman. He'll try a three. Nothing but net. His third three-pointer. He's got 13 points. Leads down to 8. Dillard. Now here to Hallmark. Here to Blackwood. Blackwood tries a three at the buzzer. That's off the side of the backboard. No good. After 3 quarters of play, Summertown leads at 38-30. We'll have the start of the fourth quarter when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at Ethridge, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Summertown leading New Prospect 38-30. Winner will face Mount Pleasant same time tomorrow night in the championship game. Loser will face Santa Fe in the Constellation. Violet into the game, gets it in the Webb. Webb. And just checked in is Sawyer Littrell, excuse me. Webb throws it to Littrell. And gets it out the Webb. Webb drives, tough take.
I believe they.
And it says a jump ball. That will go to Summertown.
I actually thought he was intending to call a travel.
Yeah, I did too.
But he kind of changed his mind there.
Inbound in the Hallmark. Hallmark coming the other way. Nice pass to Dillard off the glass and in. Max Dillard with 7. Lead is now out the 10 once again. Webb hands over to Violet. Violet now to Littrell and the Webb in the corner. Now here to Violet. He'll try a three. High arching shot. No. Rebound Blackwood. Blackwood comes down with it. Coming quickly the other way is Hallmark. Hallmark. Him and Dillard collided, but he gets a nice pass to Stanley. Reverse layup up and in.
New Prospect may have to ponder getting Chapman back into the game, and here he comes. You can't dig a hole here. They've dug it to 12 here now.
42-30, Summertown leads. Violet with it, now over to Littrell. Now to Violet. Back out the Webb at the Ethridge logo. Webb picks up his dribble. Hands back to Littrell. Littrell now to Webb. Over to Violet. Now to Webb. Webb now to Violet. A long pass over to Littrell. Hands back to Webb. Webb driving the baseline. Gets someone just knocked out his hands by Stanley. Littrell for three. Off the sidearm, no. Offensive rebound, Mitchell. Can't get that one to go. Mitchell, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Actually, we have a foul called here against Bryant.
Not to say it wasn't a foul in there, AJ. Very well could have been, but also saw I think Stanley had both his hands on the ball, but he might have gotten fouled before the jump.
Chapman will come in here for Mitchell. And Webb will check out as well. And we're going to get another foul called.
I think that one's going to be on Dillard, I believe.
That will go against Dillard. He will pick up his second, team's fourth. Chapman takes it out to the right of the basket. Gets it in the Littrell. Shot high off the glass, no. Rebound Stanley. And Bryant almost loses that out of bounds. He gets it to Hallmark. Quickly the other way, Blackwood. Blackwood gets it out to Bryant. Now to Dillard at the free throw line. Gives it here to Blackwood for three. Rolls it home. He's in the double figures with 11, one of three Eagles. It's a 15-point lead, their largest of the game. Littrell. And the handoff is intercepted by Bryant. Bryant, right-handed layup off the glass and in. He's got 4 points and now got 15 points off of 22 New Prospect turnovers. 17-point lead, Littrell. The Violent in the corner. And now we have looks like we got an offensive foul. That will go against Chapman.
This little run right here AJ's on, it might have sealed New Prospect's fate in this one. It went from a 12-point manageable game now to 17. And the big shot by Blackwood was a big help in that for sure.
Andrews and Bracey back in for New Prospect. Coming the other way, Hallmark. Floater, up and in. 19-point lead, the largest for Summertown. Hit the midway point of the fourth quarter. Andrews, and he will be tripped up by Stanley. He'll pick up his third foul, team's fifth. Mitchell will check in. Jones will check out. And now that one's intercepted by Bryant as we come the other way. Holt back into the game. Now to Blackwood. Here to Bryant. Here to Hallmark. That one is knocked away. Stanley with it on the low block. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound, it's going to be Bracey. Toby Mitchell just in for New Prospect. Mitchell kicks out here to Andrews. Andrews now to Bracey. Bracey, and that pass just out of the reach of Toby Mitchell. And will go back to Summertown. 25 turnovers now by the Tigers. 2:20 remaining in the game. Looks like Summertown is well on their way to going into the championship game. Bounce pass, Bryant. Stanley can't get it to go, and then he'll get a foul from behind. Stanley picks up his fourth, team sixth. Webb back into the game as Bracey will check out. 2:10 remaining. Webb coming the other way for the Tigers. Drives into the paint. Tough shot, no. Fight for the rebound will be a jump ball that will stay with New Prospect.
You know, the officials haven't called a ton of fouls this game, AJ, but I will say, too, I think this is probably their fourth in a row game. I don't know how many I would be calling either.
I think this is just their second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I don't think I could do 4 in a row. I'm not in that physical condition.
Just their second game. They had a rough one, the girls, right before that. Andrews' shot is no good. Bryant coming the other way. Gives it here to Dillard. Dillard, jump stop. Off the glass and in. Dillard's got 9. It's a 21-point lead. Webb. And then Bryant almost steals it away into Chapman's hands. Chapman kicks to Andrews. Foot on the line. Long jumper gets it in. Andrews with 5. It's a 19-point Eagle lead. Dillard with it. Nice pass here to Holt. Holt now kicks out. Lindsay for 3. Back iron. No. Rebound. Mitchell. Mitchell here to Andrews. Minute 20 left. Long pass intercepted by Holt. Bodies everywhere. And now we're going to get a foul on Mitchell. Just a 14 foul. Now checking in for Summertown will be... Don't know who this is, Adam.
That is Mr. Jake Pettis. You'll know his father very well.
It is Jake Pettis.
Yeah. And one reason you may not have Jake's had a little injury that he's missed a few games this season, so he may not have been on your last call. So
Foster Paley is into the game as well. Knox Springer. As he's swinging over to Lindsay to hold on the low block. That one's off the glass and in. Landon Holt, 4 points. It's a 21-point Eagle lead. Webb coming the other way. Crosses over, spins, nice move, shot up, can't get it to go. Rebound, Paley. Paley now to Lindsay in transition, nice catch, nice pass. Pettis down low, and we're going to get a foul call.
The press by Summertown is definitely hurt with the number of turnovers that New Prospects had tonight. But I'll also say, too, AJ, Summertown has pretty much face-guarded Chapman this whole fourth quarter.
Just like you talked about off of air. And they've done that, and now it's a turnover. Chapman coming up with it. Nice spin. Shot off the glass and in. He leads all Tigers with 15. 25 seconds left. Lindsay with it. Cross court. Now to Holt. Holt. Now to Paley. Back to Holt. Long pass over here to Springer from the corner for three. Back iron, no. Rebound Chapman. Under 10 seconds left. Chapman the other way. 5 seconds left. Picks up his dribble. Here to Andrews. He'll try a long jumper. No. And that will end the game. Summertown will come away with a 53-35 win. They will take on Mount Pleasant tomorrow. That game will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. New Prospect. They will face Santa Fe in the consolation game. That will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Girls-wise, it will be Summertown and South Lawrence at 7 in the championship. The first game will be Elkton and Santa Fe in the consolation. Adam, final thoughts here on our final game here of the evening.
New Prospect, I thought, played very well. The turnovers hurt, the 25 turnovers, but Summertown's pressure definitely contributed a lot. New Prospect's improved a ton over this season. But that run there, you get it to 4 at one point. Summertown stretches it back to 10 or 12, and then that quick run where Summertown hits the three and another steal kind of sealed their fate. But New Prospect has nothing to hang their head about. The Chapman kid is a really talented kid, and they play hard, that team as a whole. They've got a lot to be proud of, AJ. So it was a good game.
Had a busy day today. Got another busy day tomorrow. All 4 games here for the tournament. No X Sports Live tomorrow night. For Adam Lindsay and for producer extraordinaire Kevin Wright, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
This is the X Sports Network.